Good evening, wherever you are, or good morning, or good afternoon. Again, a little late this evening, but I've had a very interesting Zoom call earlier on today, which went on longer than I thought. So thank you for those participants on that. I didn't host that, that was something I was involved with. Anyway, apart from all of that, I've got a really nice poem for you tonight. It's by a lady called Danielle Carruthers. I think she's American. It's called Wishing Star, and I really like this because it's quite poignant, I think, at the moment, considering what's going on around the world. So here we go. This is for all of you. Wishing Star. If I could pluck a star from the twinkling oblivion up far, I'd whisper in her ear, my wish sincere. Lift the heavy veil of lies, comfort all the sad goodbyes, take down the walls of division, kindle inside the people the same mission. Demolish in everyone the demon of hate, have them understand that it's never too late. Diminish the world of its created poison, help them realize that life's water does more than moisten. Replace the complications of scientific sense with that of the understanding of a child's innocence. There is more to life than war and pain. I like that. If only the demon greed could cease its gain. Now, as I ponder over this list, I understand that it's more than a wish. It is God's reality. Never will it crumble under any fatality. So I open my hands and let the star fly back up to God in the sparkling sky. I think that's really lovely. I love creative writing. I like people that use language in that way. I'm reading these poems out of this book, which is what my poem went into. There it is there. And there's quite a lot of eclectic type poetry styles in there. Mine is free form. So I thought I'd just read you that this evening. I'm in a very colourful fleece. So it's very chilly tonight. So before I go to bed, I'm just going to cuddle up and read a bit of my book, I think. Not my book, but a book. And see where we go from there. But feeling quite relaxed tonight. I've had a very productive day. I usually do now, much more organised than I've ever been. So I suppose my message to you tonight is I just want to share with you a little bit about how I cope with lockdown, how I cope with being alone. Those of you who've known me for quite some time, I spent a lot of my early days in my 20s and 30s in the entertainment industry, doing magic assistant, magic shows, street magic, and I was a professional singer for a while. Although I don't have much of a voice now, but I did then. And I could go out and entertain. I think the largest audience I ever entertained in front of was 4,000 people. That was scary. And I'm quite a confident person. I'm more confident now than I was then. But I needed the money, so I did it. And being thrown onto a stage of a moving circus top, a travelling circus, when the band didn't turn up, it was playing for 40 minutes, and all I had was a close-up magic kit and about 1,000 people on a sort of hexagonal stage. That was really quite scary. So I had to be quite creative. I've always been someone who's been seen as being extrovert, as someone who will go out there and just get on with stuff and engage people. And I'm really not an extrovert. I talk a lot, but I'm not. I'm very comfortable in my own company. I'm very comfortable being very private. And that's as I've got older. I'm not entertaining now. I might do the odd wedding party, but that to me now is a gift. I got so burnt out trying to entertain people, sort things out, getting paid to do that, that I suppose running the business I do now, it's kind of a step back of just taking time and taking thought into consideration. Never had time to think. I just had time to survive. So I think my message really is living in the moment for me. And I hope that helps you, because living in the moment means you can be really present with who you engage with online. If you talk to your friends and family, I talk to mine on the phone or online or WhatsApp or video call, whatever. I think for me, I've learned to really get to know who Nat is, who I am, what my passions are, what I like, what I don't like. And I've given myself permission the last 2 years to set boundaries and really with people, and also really allow myself time out, because I was extremely burnt out after the death of my father. And some of you know the tragedy of that, which we won't go into tonight. It took 2 years to bring the people to justice, and also it took a lot out of me. There was a lot I found out I didn't know, and but at least I got justice anyway. So I think for me, I needed some readjustment in my life to be able to cope with that, but also to give value to people in similar situations, just to share my experiences. Really, I was never comfortable doing this on the camera. I'm much more comfortable now, but I wasn't then. I can go out and entertain a stage full of, I can go out and be an entertainer in front of people, because I can just take a deep breath, get in that mode, get out there and get on with it. But that's not really me. That's the entertainer. That's the professional. But as me as a person, I've found it very hard to be real on camera. But I think it's worth doing, because I want you to get to know who I am, a little bit more about me, what makes me tick, why I spend so much time on my own now. And I suppose lockdown has forced us all to spend time around and really look at our lives and what's important and what's not important. So really, if you are feeling stressed and you are feeling overwhelmed and depressed and dark, always remember, in every moment there is beauty. Whether it's a sunbeam coming through the window, I know it sounds flowery, but it's true. Once you become really present with who you are and accept who you are and make changes, and you are the driver of your own vehicle in this life. You're responsible for everything. No matter what, you always have choice, and you can make those choices, whether they're good ones or bad ones. But I think really it's all about just appreciating what you have in the moment. We all of us have lost people in the last year to coronavirus. I've lost a few people. We've lost a lot of people we've loved or do love. It's happening. And when I look back at some of the people I've lost, I try and remember the happier times that we had together. But now it's become more important for me to really be present in the moment with the people I have around me right now, to not waste that time. So it's taught me a lesson there, really, to keep in touch with people and spend time with those I care for online at the moment, as we can't be in each other's company. So, and also organizing yourself so that you've got to have something you're passionate about. You find your passion, find out a hobby or anything like that. Keep yourself focused. And how I cope is, I've got a very busy life. I've got a portfolio business with 5 businesses underneath it, and it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of attention, and I haven't automated anything yet, which I really must do soon, because I can't keep hold of everything much longer on my own. I need some tech and some people to help me with this, and that will happen in April. But in the meantime, I do a little bit of work in the morning. I do all the things I don't want to do in the morning, like write letters to things, pay bills, whatever, check finances, do the work I don't really want to do but have to do. And then after about lunchtime, I have time to actually engage with myself, and I've got a whiteboard up there full of stuff. I've got designs up there. I've got quantum mechanics study to do, because I'm doing a painting that's really quite mathematical and abstract. I just bung a lot of ideas up there, and then I've got a sheet on my wall there on a folder or a clipboard, which is my daily planning journal. So I write down morning tasks, afternoon tasks, evening tasks, and achievements in the evening. And in those tasks boxes, I always put blocks of an hour and a half. So an hour and a half to do work on that, an hour and a half to do work on that, because I've had lots of questions online asking me how I manage to write a book, engage with clients, do video chats, make space for people, paint my designs, fulfill my commissions, design new things. So I do it in sections. So I segment the day. And I realized that quite a lot of the time I don't take time out, so I don't have time to have a nice warm bath, and I don't have time to put candles on, and I don't have time to sit and watch a movie. I don't watch TV. I really don't have the time. It doesn't interest me. I only watch things that are uplifting, so usually YouTube or something, some stories, some things that are interesting, not doom and gloom and propaganda. So I do have a TV, but I just stream everything on there. So I watch documentaries and I enjoy that. That's just my thing. Um, I just love learning. So really, but I do have to close down my brain. I have a sleep disorder, so I'm on narcolepsy type drugs, which is really, I found it very limiting. I've been on that since 2016, and I caught a virus and it knocked out my orexin basically, and I have trouble staying awake. Really, I can sleep for 16 to 20 hours and not feel refreshed. So I've come to accept that. So I've worked around taking my medication so that I'm safe to drive because I can drive now. I have my license, it's fine, but I have to be responsible to take the medicine when I'm driving so that I can't fall asleep at the wheel. So interestingly enough, I've learned to package my day. So I do a lot of 30-minute naps in between. So there's two or three, maybe four 30-minute naps during the day, so that I can rest my brain. As long as I get the rest, so 6 hours rest in every 12 hour, in every 24-hour period, whether that's broken up. I never sleep more than 2.5 hours in the evening before I go back to work in the morning for my jobs I don't want to do. Because there's one employment I do which is part-time, which I start work at 4 o'clock in the morning, so for 2.5 hours 6 days a week. I'm looking forward to getting rid of that job. I'm getting ready to, I'm almost there. I'm just not got the courage yet to actually take that plunge just yet, but I'll know when it feels right. So I'm not just stagnating on that. I will move forward. So what I teach, I actually do myself. What I coach people with, I actually would never coach anything I'd not experienced it for myself. So, and I'm honest about it. When I stumble, I'm not perfect. Just because I coach people doesn't mean to say that I am perfect, but I'm honest about it. That's the difference. So I segment my day. So when I come back, I usually have a half an hour nap, and then breakfast, and then into the day. Uh, and some days I can feel really awake and engaged, and sometimes I feel like I'm dropping to sleep because I try and take down the medication a little bit because it's quite a powerful drug to stimulate the brain. So, but there has a plus side to it, which is it's a smart drug, so it allows me to learn a lot faster, concentrate a lot longer, but there has to be balance. Like everything in life has to be balanced. So, for instance, if I'm taking those sorts of meds, your body still needs 6 to 7, maybe 8 hours, depending on your age, sleep to regenerate, to repair the cells, to stay healthy, to have a good immune system, to cope with stress and all that sort of stuff. So this is just what works for me. I'm not a medic. I'm not saying this is for everybody, but just for me. I sleep, like I say, with little packets of time, which makes me more productive. I'm actually getting more done on a 24-hour day because I have 24-hour days. I don't sleep during the night anymore. 4 or 5 hours, I just don't do it. I can't do it anymore. So I sleep right round the day with half an hour naps whenever I need them. And I always put the timer on and I wake up and I can carry on and I take my meds and my body's getting the rest it needs. Even if I still feel tired, I don't feel tired, I still rest. I take time out. I do meditation. I quieten the mind. I don't put anything on that stimulates the brain to learn more, although it's tempting, very, because I love doing that so very much. But since I've been more disciplined and I organize my day, my next day the night before, so I have a list of things and responsibilities I have to do, that makes me feel good, especially in this environment, because then I know at the end of the week I would have achieved what I needed to do. Now if you look at that over a 12-month period and you set a goal, like you want to earn so much per month, or you want to do something, or a project you want to be working on, don't know how to manage it with the time, whether you've got family, children, or whatever, another job full time, I just do packets of time. So I look at, say, if I want to make a yearly plan, it's usually 3 years with me, or 5 years. I'm on my third year of my 5th year plan, and I've hit most of my goals already. So I look at the year and think I want to be able to be here in 12 months. Then you work back each month what you need to do. So you research and find out what it's going to take to earn that income, to get that car, to get that item, to get the job, or whatever it is. And then you work back monthly what you have to do, weekly, daily, and hourly if you want to be really precise. And it's a real good feeling when, even in stressful times like we're in at the moment with this pandemic, how much you can actually get done and how good that makes you feel. So that feeds your tanks of, I look at it as you have lots of tanks that need filling. You need eat for your body to function. That's a sustenance tank. You've got a love tank, so you manage your relationships with your family, your children, your friends, and also your partner or partners or whatever. So there are tanks that you have to fill. So my advice, what works for me, is to fill all of those tanks a little bit every day, so you have a nice homeostasis, you have a nice calm, for your body to work at its ultimate, even if you're ill, if you're not well. And I'm not at my 100% at the minute, as you know, so I'm not concentrating on that. I'm not worried about it. It's no point. I'll start worrying when I know what it is, and then I'll deal with it as I do. I've got quite a lot of ability to do that. I've been through a lot in my life, so nothing phases me, absolutely nothing. So I really do live in the moment. And by doing that over the last 2 years particularly, because I used to be a stress head, especially when I had my corporate job, I was just a stress head. And I can't tell you enough, when I left that job, I was only in it for a short time, I had quite a nice salary. It didn't matter that I dropped an awful lot of money, because I wouldn't trade my happiness for money ever. And I have lived with just a set of clothes. All I owned in my life was a set of clothes at one point in my life. So, and that's an extreme, but it's true. And for 4 years, I lived on and off like that. But that gave me a great foundation. I'm not suggesting you do that, but it gave me a great foundation to be able to actually cope with things later on in life, and also build something quite extraordinary, which is what I do. It is, I'm getting a lot of great feedback. So it's just great for me to know that you guys are actually liking the videos, and that they're helping you and inspiring you as you inspire me. This is why I do it. I get inspired by people who are inspiring, and it's all nice, holistic way of helping and feeding off one another. I've had a great amount of people help me over the years, and support me and guide me and coach me. And I'm so grateful for that. You can't buy that. And having a good foundation, it's like building a house. You don't build a house without building a good foundation. And inside you've got to really be real. If you want to be successful, it's not about the money. It's about how you feel about yourself. All about yourself first. And when I say to people, be self-centered, I don't mean self-centered in a negative term. I mean self-centered as in centered in yourself. To be centered in yourself starts from the ground roots. And I knocked all my house down in my teens and rebuilt my foundations and become the person I am now. And I'm a work in progress and always will be. I'm learning from the best, and there is so much to look forward to. So it's all about your mindset. It's all about how you see your life, what your vision is. And if you've got no vision, you're going to feel depressed. You've got to have something, whether it's I'm going to spend time with my grandkids when lockdown's over. Have something to look forward to, something to hang on to, because things will get better. And, life goes through cycles. If you look through history, cycles, everything is in cycles. And I'm not going to go into quantum mechanics or physics over that, or quantum theory. But it's cycles. Things will get better. You just sit it out. And in the time that you're sitting out, fill it with reading books, learning things, painting, being creative. For me, it's my creativity. When I know I'm disciplined and I do painting every day, I do something every day, even if it's for half an hour, something creative every day. I've got designs up there. I've got magical things going on. I'm so wrapped in it. I just want to start a painting tonight, but I have to go to bed because I've got to be up at 3 a.m. So So my best advice to you, like I said, is be kind to yourself first. You can't be good for anyone in your life, nobody, unless you start with you. You are the foundation of yourself. You are the foundation of your family. So think about that. From my heart to yours, I really want you to relax, chill, take a step back, count your blessings, and start from there. Have a good evening. Have a nice sleep if that's what you're doing. I hope you're not all going to work at this time of night, and know that you're not alone, and that I send my thoughts out to all of you, and some of you I don't even know, but I send my heart out to all of you, because there's people in the world that have sent their heart out to me and didn't know me and sponsored me and helped me and supported me. And so this is my way of saying thank you. This is my way of giving something back. And that's the balance, is to take, be grateful, always show gratitude, always be thankful, always say thank you. And when somebody's done something well, whether it's a child or someone in your family's done something really well, congratulate them. Be proud of them. Be pleased that they've done something, and share it. Tell them, because one day they're not going to be here for you to tell to, especially if they're elderly. You know, we don't live forever, and in the moment is what counts. It's the moment that counts, in the moment. So enjoy the moment. I'm going to shut up now. I'm so pleased I've got my voice back right now. I'm drinking herb teas with manuka honey, bee pollen. I'm eating all that. I'm so full of good stuff, and my blood tests are showing up really good right now. So I'm, not drinking any alcohol at all at the moment. Just really, I like a whiskey or now and again. I'm not doing any of that. I want to be able to stay awake and present in every moment I can, and drinking tea pigs, I think it is. Shouldn't really advertise really, but this is a berry one, I think. It's lovely. Soothing. So yeah, I'm really enjoying having my voice back, and onwards and upwards. And on that note, I'm going to wish you a goodbye, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And again, from my heart to yours. If you like this video, please like it on Facebook. I'm having trouble with YouTube at the minute because it takes forever to upload a video, because I'm doing everything in HD. So I'll figure it out, because I'm learning as I go along. Done some live videos on here. I've made some balls ups. But, you never know. You just got to try these things and make it happen. Oh, I've had some questions before I go about wearing my hats. Wearing these, have I got problems with my head? No, except for being crazy, maybe now and again. I love wearing head buffs. I feel the cold because I'm bald, most of it anyway. I've not got a lot of hair left, and I wear buffs, and I always wear a buff when I'm painting. I have this thing about, no matter what the weather is, whether it's really or hot, I like to wear a head buff, because it just is who I am, I suppose. And the more colours, the better. And as a bloke, it's really hard to get colourful things. So if you can find anything with colour in it, send me the link, because I'd really like to know, because men's clothes are boring. I'm a colourful person, so I'd really like to know about that. Anyway, I'm really going now. As I say, from my heart to yours, have a great time, a great evening, and remember what I've said. You're not alone. Take care. Bye. Mwah.